Welcome to GMJTECH AI training. Have you ever watched an AI-generated video and wondered, how did they make that? Maybe you think you need expensive cameras, actors, computers, and a big production team, but you don't. The truth is, you can start creating impressive videos with AI using a simple workflow. And in this series, I'm going to show you exactly how. Now, in this training, we're going to start from the beginning. I'll show you what AI video generation means, how the process works, and how you can use it to create your own videos. Before we start, hit the subscribe button and like this video. Now, let's start from the beginning. I'll show you what AI means, how the process works, and how you can create your own videos. Creating an AI video is actually a simple process. First, we start with an idea, then we create the character, write the prompt, build the scenes, generate the video, and finally edit everything together. AI video generation simply means using artificial intelligence to turn your ideas and instructions into video. You describe what you want, and the AI helps create the visual result. To begin, there are 4 things you need to understand: your idea, your character, your prompt, and your scene. Once you understand these 4 things, creating AI videos becomes much easier. Let's start with the first one, the idea. Every good AI video begins with a clear idea. Before you open any AI tool, you should know what you want your video to be about. Let's start with the first one, the idea. Every good AI video begins with a clear idea. Before you open any AI tool, you should know what you want your video to be about. Now, let's take that idea and turn it into something we can actually create. Let's take a simple idea. For example, a phone technician helping a customer. We can expand that idea by defining the characters, the location, the action, and what happens in the scene. This is an important step. An idea that is too general doesn't give the AI enough direction. Instead, make the idea clear by saying who is involved, what they are doing, and what is happening. Now let's break the idea down. First, ask yourself, who is involved in this scene? In our example, we have 2 characters, the phone technician and the customer. Next, we need to decide where the scene takes place. In our example, the characters are inside a modern phone repair shop. The location matters because it tells the AI what the environment should look like. Next, we need to decide where the scene takes place. In our example, the characters are inside a modern phone repair shop. The location matters because it tells the AI what the environment should look like. Now we decide what is actually happening. In our example, the technician examines the customer's phone and asks why it will not turn on. This action is important because it tells the AI what the characters should actually do. Finally, we need to know what is happening in the situation. Here, the customer wants to know why the phone will not turn on, and the technician is trying to explain the problem. Now our simple idea has become a clear video concept. And that's why the idea comes first. When your idea is clear, everything that comes after it becomes easier. You know who you're creating, where the scene happens, and what you want the characters to do. Now let's talk about the character. If your video has a person in it, you need to decide exactly who that person is before you start generating scenes. Because if the character keeps changing, your video will quickly lose its consistency. When creating a character, describe the important details clearly. Think about their age, appearance, clothing, hairstyle, and personality. These details help you keep the same character across your scenes. Another powerful tool is the character reference image. You can give the AI a reference image to help it understand what your character should look like. This can help you maintain the character across different scenes. Remember, the reference image is only part of the process. You should also keep your character description consistent when creating new scenes. That way, the AI has the same information to work with each time. So remember, consistency is the key. Give your character a clear description, use a reference image when available, and keep those details consistent. Now that we have our character, let's talk about prompts. So, what exactly is a prompt? A prompt is simply the instruction you give to the AI to tell it what you want it to create. The clearer your instruction, the better the AI can understand your idea. For example, we could tell the AI, a phone technician examines a customer's phone inside a modern repair shop. Notice that we've already given it the character, the action, and the location. Once we have our prompt, we can turn the idea into scenes. A scene is simply one specific moment in your story. For example, our technician could first and then explain the problem to the customer. Instead of trying to create the whole story at once, we can divide it into smaller scenes. Each scene focuses on one clear moment. Once our character, prompt, and scene are ready, we give those instructions to the AI video generator. The AI then uses those instructions to create. We need to make adjustments and try again. Now let's put everything together with a simple example. For this demonstration, we're going to create just 3 scenes. Each scene will be about 10 seconds, giving us roughly 30 seconds of finished video. Before generating the video, we plan our scenes. Here, we have 3 simple moments: examination, investigation, and explanation. Now we can generate each scene separately and combine them later. The battery connection is the problem. That's why the phone isn't turning on. And that's a simple example of how the process works. But there's one important thing to remember. When you're creating several AI scenes, consistency matters. Look at our 3 scenes. The character, clothing, environment, and visual style should remain consistent. If these details change too much, the final video can feel like 3 different videos. There's also continuity. Each scene should feel like it belongs to the same story. That's why we keep the character, location, clothing, and visual style consistent from one scene to the next. Once our clips are generated, we bring them into an editor. Here, we simply place the scenes in the correct order. Then we can add our voice, music, sound effects, and other elements to turn the clips into one finished video.
After arranging the clips, we can add the audio. That can include our voiceover, background music, and sound effects. Together, these elements make the video feel more complete.
Once everything looks good, we can export the finished video. For platforms like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and similar formats, video is a common choice. Individual AI-generated clips become one finished video. So let's quickly recap what we've learned today. We start with an idea, create our character, write our instructions, plan our scenes, generate the clips, and finally edit everything together. And this is only the beginning. In our next lesson, we'll go deeper into character creation and learn how to keep the same character consistent across multiple AI-generated scenes. So make sure you come back for the next episode.